Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm probably just gonna sit and chit chat with y'all. I haven't made any girly content like this, so I feel like, I don't know, I wanted to try it today. And that actually includes me attempting to do blowout curls for the first time. Now, growing up, my mom always used these curlers, but not in the way that I would think they would result. Usually when she used these curlers, it would just be to like kind of curl the inner, like the in part of her hair inward. Well, that's until this past couple weeks I have seen Twice's member Chaeyoung have curlers in her hair and have like the most beautiful blowout look. I've also seen Beyonce at the Super Bowl who sported like this very big blowout look with her hair. So I wanted to attempt to copy it in today's video while we just sit and chit chat. Also try to answer some questions about my relationship status. Ask me questions about my 9-year long distance relationship for my YouTube video. So first things first, I gotta clip up my hair and like put my mirror up here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is the Chi 44 iron guard. This is the guard I use for my hair because my curler is actually also a Chi curler. Wow, she's on point with her branding. So question number 1, how did you and your partner meet? We met at a youth group event when I was 14 and when he was 16. And I actually thought he was a lot older than he was. People were telling me he was like 19 at the time. I was 14, so I was like, oh, for me, big age gaps are something I avoid completely. But then I later found out he was actually just 2 years older than me. My partner is also a creator on YouTube or like on social media in general. He specializes in lifestyle, kind of like motivational stuff, photography and videography. His name is Ken Lava. So yeah. We actually didn't start talking or anything after that event. We saw each other, I think, at one more youth event, and then I ended up talking to him after one fateful Uvu call. And I know people are gonna be asking, what the heck is Uvu? So imagine Zoom, but for fun. And if you have any older sisters or brothers or just parents or millennials, they'll probably tell you what Uvu is. It closed down and we've been dating ever since. It was 9 years this past December and it'll be double digits this December. That's crazy. Okay, let's go into doing my hair. Now I truly do not know how girls like section their hair and curl at the same time because I feel like I think it just bothers me that like if I have like say like a section of my hair curled that I'm gonna blend it in with the other stuff, but because I'm using rollers, hopefully like that alleviates. Oh, I didn't even turn this thing on while my thing warms up because I just turned it on. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is like, I forget what it's called, but I'll have the product name on the screen somewhere. This is from Chi. What it does is like you kind of put your hair in this little contraption here and it just curls it, and there's a heat wand in here, and then from there like it counts down certain seconds, and then when you pull your hair out there's a really cute curl. And these curls last a while, honestly. I've had curls last me like music festivals, like that's how long they've lasted, so it's pretty nice. I absolutely love it. I travel with it everywhere. Would I trade this for a Dyson Airwrap? I kind of just want to try it and see if it would hold as well as this does, but for now I trust this curler with my eye. For today, for educational purposes, I guess I'm gonna try curling my hair what one considers the normal way. And hopefully, as I'm doing this, the footage on this camera turns out well. I got a new microphone because I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I usually have a small microphone, but it stopped working randomly one day and I tried using my phone, but when I was filming, I kind of just like throw my hands a lot around. So the phone kind of like hits my body a lot and you hear like the when you're watching. So I wanted to try something different. My boyfriend has a really big mic on his camera too. This one's a little smaller because my camera isn't like crazy technologically advanced. It's just my Canon M50. It's very trustworthy, very small, but it's very handy when I need it. What more can you ask for? And then I'm gonna get my mirror. The way that I haven't even like opened this yet. The way I've been promoting my Owala bottle. If anyone wants to know why they're called Owalas, is like when you do this, you look like a koala bear. Okay. Other rollers, we got this pink one, this orange one, this very small blue one, and then this one. I'm gonna push this so I can show you guys what it looks like when it curls my hair. I'm gonna take a strand of my hair. What's nice about this curler is that there's two sides, there's a left and a right side, so if you want to like alternate your curls, you can definitely do that. Do I forget when I'm curling my hair what side I'm curling it to? Yes. So you put it in here. And I have, I think, like 10 seconds at 380 on here. And once it's done, it's gonna start beeping. That lets me know it's done. So when I pull it out, it should be a really nice curl. And I'm gonna grab one of these curlers. According to the internet, I'm just a girl. Okay, let's go ahead and get the rest of this part of my head curled. Okay, question number 2. What challenges have you faced in maintaining a long distance relationship? Now, obviously at the big age of 24, I have been doing long distance for the past 9 years. And that is something that I feel like is super normal to me now. And that's just because it's helped me build my independency as a woman. Do I love and crave spending quality time with my boyfriend? Of course, who wouldn't? But definitely the challenges that come with that, especially as I'm like aging, is like seeing a lot of my peers live close to their boyfriends or their partners or significant others, and wishing that I was in that same, you know, demographic. Obviously I'm not, so I'll have to settle for a phone call, a FaceTime, a text. And I'm pretty sure if anyone watches this, they'll be like, oh,
You only care about being close to your boyfriend?
you know, after 9 years, yeah, I kind of do. Definitely building trust in each other is something that is really big with long distance. Obviously, like, I'm not going to be there 24/7 to know, you know, where he's at, who he's with, but trusting each other with the love you have for one another is definitely a big part, something I've had to grow. But now, like, obviously, like, I'm very, very much like a person who, if my boyfriend has plans, like, go hang out with your friends, I'll go hang out with my friends, or like, I'll go have some alone time, take myself out on a little date. Yeah, just being apart and learning how to trust one another has definitely been the 2 biggest challenges I feel like I've faced. Okay, this is the part that I'm gonna hate the most, and that's sectioning another part of my hair and curling it some more. So I already hate what I'm doing. I don't know how the girlies do it, but you know what? I'm gonna make a little claw clip on. Let's pull out some more string. Okay, we are back with an update. I currently look like this. Props to y'all if y'all have the time and patience to do this, because I certainly am failing. But honestly, I'm doing a pretty good job keeping up all of the hair, especially the back of my head. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. Also, this is a really big one, so I put a clip here. Hopefully it stays in place. Question number 3. How do you stay connected with your partner? I absolutely love FaceTime. And before FaceTime, we had Skype. And before Skype, we had Google. So I've gone through a lot of different options in terms of, you know, what I use to call my boyfriend and communicate. FaceTime has been our go-to just because it's really nice. We both have iPhones. It's very convenient. And we can literally FaceTime while doing almost everything. We can have little movie dates, which are my favorite. We can catch up on our favorite shows together. We can catch up on our favorite YouTube videos together. We can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have used different apps like Locket, I know, is another one where you can like send a photo and it shows up as a widget on their phone, and vice versa. We've used, obviously, text is something that we always use. Especially on the days where like we don't have time to call as much, so we will probably be like texting each other updates. That's why I love texting, and I feel bad for anyone who's friends with me and loves calling, because I'm the exact opposite. I love texting long text messages if I need to. There are other ways we stay connected, especially on days like these. We will send each other food. We will, you know, Venmo or like Apple Pay one another food for like dinner or for coffee, something to get us by during days where obviously everyone everywhere is spending time with one another and we're in two different states. This is the last bit of my hair. Look, I already have it caught. I'm just gonna have it all in the front. I think that'd be the easiest to do at this point. This is giving grunge. I'm so sorry. This is not. Speak of the devil. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
There's no heart-shaped pizza.
What?
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Okay, let's do another question as I continue to curl my hair. Number 4, what advice do you have for other couples in long distance relationships? Now obviously before I was in my long distance relationship, I didn't know if I was a long distance relationship girly, only because I absolutely love quality time. But I think something that I can definitely say off the top of my head is if you're doing long distance, I would definitely just make sure you're doing it with somebody that mutually has the same amount of love and respect for you as a person. I definitely know that some people start long distance relationships like kind of with doubt, kind of knowing that it probably won't work. But I feel like when you want to start something like a long distance relationship, having a really solid foundation definitely helps with making decisions as a couple, especially when you're far away from one another. Make sure you find someone who values your time, respects you as a person, and, you know, respects your boundaries, respects, you know, what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. It helps when you start to build like a schedule in place, so when you guys will call and talk. Open communication, that, and also being able to understand where your partner is coming from, especially being at a distance from them. I know something my boyfriend and I had to get used to was how we talk over text, because sometimes we read it with our inside voices, so something that might seem like a sad or upset text can literally just be them being, you know, tired from their long day. So learning your partner's communication style is something I would definitely recommend doing. Putting effort definitely into, if you are doing any time zone differences. My boyfriend and I have both done months where I was in a different time zone than he was, or when he was traveling with his family and he was in a different time zone than I was for a long period of time. And knowing you're gonna probably make some sacrifices here and there. Obviously, it's not recommended to do that all the time. It's good to have a balance, but just knowing your boundaries, knowing your partner's boundaries, knowing their communication style. Number 5, what are some memorable moments you shared despite distance? Something that I love about being in long distance relationship is reuniting with my boyfriend after months or after weeks of not seeing one another. Shocking. To me, I get like the jitters. I get the jitters, the nervousness feelings. Kind of like when you're going on a first date, but you already talked to this person for over 9 years. I get the butterflies still. It's really nice to have that time to really appreciate seeing my boyfriend in person. Other times, I know during COVID was a big time where we really couldn't see each other, even though we were only like an hour away in 2 different states. We both set up little parade celebrations when those were a thing. You guys remember that? He helped with my 21st birthday during COVID as a little parade, and I helped with his graduation. I was asked to prom over FaceTime, but this was also during a time when he was starting college and I was still in high school. So he asked me not only over FaceTime when I called him, but he also asked me when I first saw him after that. There's a city that's exactly 2 hours from him and 2 hours from me, and we like to meet there and kind of like have dates and celebrate, you know, milestones with one another. Got one more curl, and then I'm gonna keep these curls in for a little bit and check in after a while. Number 6, how do you celebrate special occasions like birthdays or anniversaries when you're apart? This kind of falls back to the whole planning trips, planning different occasions when we will see each other on those days, or like days like today where we're both getting heart-shaped pizzas for Valentine's Day and eating them and watching like you know, a series or a movie together. Okay, last one. Ah, okay. This is what it looks like. Let me see if I have like space on my face to actually do makeup. Honestly, I could kind of do it as long as I do it like around the little edges and stuff, you know? But it's giving. It's giving. Okay. Oh, sometimes on birthdays, one of us will like somehow get a cake for the other. I will like Instacart or DoorDash like a cake to him, and we like blow out candles that way. It's really cute. Number 7, how has your relationship evolved over the years? Now, given that I have been dating the same boy for 9 years, it has evolved a lot. I remember a point of time where we both had different career aspirations than we do today. I remember us going through the phases of transitioning into college, transitioning out of high school. While I do believe that the sentiment is people change, I feel like with long distance relationships, you love this person while they're changing. But I have loved him through all of the phases of, you know, who he is and who he is becoming. And I'm just excited for the future versions of us who will finally be 0 miles from one another. But until then, I'm rocking with the long distance. I really feel like these clips are gonna get in my way, but I'm gonna just do my best to do my makeup around them. See, that is the e.l.f. Power Grip Niacinamide Gel. I'm only learning how to do makeup now in my 20s, so it's the growing pains of makeup. Honestly, you've seen it in my previous videos, and you will continue to see it as I grow as a person. This is the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer. I'm gonna go with a very soft look today, very light look for filming. What are your plans for the future of your relationship? Given I am 24 and have been dating the same person for 9 years, we have talked about the future with one another, and obviously around this age, a lot of my friends are going through the process of moving on to those next stages, and I feel like that's definitely on our radar for the future. But I think something that we're both prioritizing is building our careers, building our platforms, and building our dreams. I know a lot of people who are in social media, or that sounded very Filipino. I know a lot of people who are doing social media, who are in their 20s, or just who are still trying to figure out what they're trying to do in life. I'm very lucky that I have a person who is willing to grow with me and to also want to chase, you know, his dreams while I'm chasing my dreams, and both of us being very supportive of one another. Number 9, what role has communication played in maintaining your relationship? A lot. I feel like if you're going into a long distance relationship, communication is definitely key. You don't want to be, you know, trying to be in a relationship without speaking to your partner. Also, I'm smelling my e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter, because have y'all seen those TikToks where like people are saying it's like molding and it smells really gross? Mine doesn't, but I fear of the day I open it and like I'll see it. But yeah, as I say, communication is definitely key, and we've gone through phases of learning how to communicate better. It actually helps to like ask questions that are geared towards communication rather than setting it up for someone to assume something. And number 10, how do you manage conflicts or misunderstandings when you're not physically together? This is a big one. I think because of my childhood and how I have faced being upset with a person versus how I deal with that when it comes to my relationship with my boyfriend is something I feel like I work on. I am very used to choosing silent treatment and not addressing problems when they first arise. Did not mean to pick up this much powder. I'm using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. You know, by the looks of it, it's like I'm sponsored by e.l.f., but I'm actually not. I just have a lot of their products because they're very nice and nice quality, and they're very accessible for my price range. So I'm gonna set my face. But I'm really lucky that my boyfriend is one to very much try to address the problem as soon as he can. Even if I'm stubborn, he doesn't like when I hide it, but he knows to give me time if I don't want to talk about it right away, or to even like let me communicate it in ways that I feel better about it, because I grew up doing that a lot when it came to misunderstandings with friends or family or parents or brothers or sisters. I'm learning to be a better person when it comes to managing my conflict style, and he's had the grace and patience to know how to better approach me when it comes to stuff like that. Pizza intermission. It's the heart. I'm also gonna go and do my winged eyeliner with this NYX Epic Wear. This is my favorite one I've had for a long time. It's very, very waterproof. If you're looking for a good waterproof liner, this is my recommendation. It's my holy grail. Since this is very light, I'm gonna do my eyebrows very lightly. I use the e.l.f. Instant Lip Brow Pencil. And last but not least, my lippies. So I'm gonna use the peripera, I don't know if you guys can see it from here. I'm gonna use the peripera Ink Velvet lippy that I have. And then I'm gonna also use it as blush. So, nose. I know a lot goes a long way with this, but I actually like the very present cold look. Now that I have the base, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some cute little highlighter on my nose for the corners of my eyes. That's my little light makeup look. And then now I'm gonna take all these curlers out for the reveal. So I feel like there's a better way to do this than like rip my hair. This is the final hair, but honestly, I see the difference. I'll probably put a picture here of what it looks like after I've like fixed it around a little bit so that it looks better, but honestly, I'm liking it. I hope you guys learned a little bit about long distance relationships and a little bit of how me and my boyfriend get through ours together. Thank you guys for listening to me yap and watch me do my hair and makeup, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe here and watch a video here because the algorithm really likes it and I really like you. So I hope you guys had a very loving filled week, month, and a loving filled year, and I'll see you guys in the next one.